Hi GraceHill, Jack here, and today I'll be talking about Luke chapter 18. This chapter contains two parables, but the one that caught my attention was the parable about the Pharisee and the tax collector. What happens is, the Pharisee and the tax collector both go up to the temple to pray, but let me read to you what Jesus said they prayed about. From verse 11, the Pharisee, standing by himself, prayed thus: God, I thank you that I am not like other men, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week, I give tithes of all that I get. But the tax collector, standing far off, would not even lift up his eyes to heaven, but beat his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. Quite different prayers if you compare them. At this point, we can ask ourselves who we identify with and why. Next, let's see what Jesus said about the prayers of these men. Verse 14 goes on, I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other, speaking about the tax collector. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, but the one who humbles himself will be exalted. I think we must tread very carefully if we ever get to the point of looking at our lives and deeds with a sense of pride, or if we compare ourselves to others, believers or unbelievers. This can happen easily, especially if we've been believers for a long time. Pride has been our enemy from the very beginning, and Satan still tempts us to look to ourselves rather than God. The scary thing is, often when we get tripped up by pride, we tend not to see it in ourselves. We must keep reminding ourselves that nothing we do counts towards our righteousness, but it is all a gift from God by His grace, as outlined in Ephesians 2 verse 8 to 10. To finish off, here's a quote by Charles Spurgeon that will help us if we ever think too highly of ourselves. Let us measure ourselves by our Master, and not by our fellow servants. Then pride will be impossible. May you have a blessed day.